Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, just because you move slow at work doesn't mean you don't like your job. Not half of the time. Okay? What kind of worker are you? All right, so this set me off a while back. Guys. Hmm, I can say, yeah, a month ago. This when I thought of this. So what happened was what set me off to this topic was because I had one coworker that he's just he moves on his own basically. I see him as just working. He's just moving on his own preference. Like he's not going too fast. He's not going too slow. He's going his pace, right? So then randomly one manager comes around and he's like, hey, look who it is, this slow puck over here. You're so slow. And then I was like, what the heck? He says, you're always not getting anything done. You're always slacking off, the slackers over here. I think he called them slackers. Well, him a slacker. It's like, yeah, you're not getting enough done. You're slacking, move faster. And then I'm looking at him, he looks at him, and he's like, okay. I mean, he's not his boss, but it was just one manager in the store that randomly said that to him. And then I'm all like, yeah, I don't think that manager knows the concept of what kind of worker people are. And that's what it triggered me. Like, just because you're moving slow-ish or your pace doesn't mean that you don't like your job. He's okay with this job. He likes to put up stuff. He's a stalker. Who wouldn't really like to put up stuff? Like, I don't know, as coming for customer service, I know for sure I don't want to deal with customer service. I would love to just stock shelves. I would just love to stock shelves. That's just me. So that's why I thought of that. That's exactly why I thought of this subject. What kind of worker are you guys? I personally, when I first started working, I was upbeat. I was enthusiastic about my job because it was something that was different. And you have a job, you're getting money, so you're kind of like hustling. Hello, Diamonds. Oh, look who's in the building, Miss Diamonds. Welcome in. We're talking about what kind of worker are you? Now it's changing out the thumbnails too. I'm changing out the thumbnails. But how is it going? It is going fantastic so far. If you want to catch up on the live streams, you can. There is a playlist. There's a whole playlist. But yeah, so I was more of enthusiastic. I wanted to work. I really did. So oh, hold on. Let me get my calculations because I did put up my tree. Okay, what the heck is this? Measurements. I didn't even know there was such thing. Okay, here it is. Okay. About 13 minutes. 13 minutes in, I'll go ahead and put my Christmas tree lights on. So I am that person that was going. I was at Kroger's. I worked at Kroger's, my first job, and I was a sacker and cart puller. And man, I was pulling carts like no other. Like I was, and just stacking them and going crazy. Like I had my adrenaline rushing. Like it was rushing. And I was young. So I was young. I had so much energy. And that's why they have so many youngsters, working now because they have more energy. And that's how exactly how I felt was I had a lot of energy. I wanted to work. I was still living with my parents. Well, my parents. I was still living with my grandparents. So the money was just freedom money, like to eat, to give me something good, maybe a video game, just to treasure my own self. So that's why I was working, and it felt so great. And when I used to work at an academy, I also was I was energized. I had so much energy during Christmas time, whatnot. I was just, going, going, going. And as time progressed, I started, they called me actually Speedy Gonzalez. One of my managers literally called me Speedy Gonzalez all the time because I would just be running. And at this time, I had restless leg syndrome. And restless leg syndrome is no joke. You don't want to mess with that because your feet do not stop moving. And I have so much energy, and I'll just walk, 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 go, 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 clean up, blah, 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 do everything I can all at once. I was so energetic. And then as time progressed, I noticed that I'm taking a little toll on myself, and my doctor basically told me that you need to slow down. And as I was aging and aging, I was like, yeah, I do need to slow down because I'm getting dizzy, I'm getting nauseated. I feel like the world is spinning, and I do need to slow down, because I was so hyper and I was so energetic, getting things done, and just being the overachiever. And I was an overachiever, like when I was working a little bit of night shift or in the morning shifts, I would get totes out like nothing. Bah, 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 bah. I'll start putting totes out. I'll put clothes out. And I was hustling, just putting things away. And I just like, it's a matter of concentration that I had that to focus on that. I didn't really focus on customer service. It was more of work. Work, 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 work. And that's what you're thinking. When I thinking too much of customer service, every now and then you'll talk to customers if they need anything and whatnot. But I didn't really have that much interaction with customers, like going after them and attacking them to see what they need and whatnot. So I worked at a tire shop too. I worked at Toys R Us. Toys R Us was a side hustle. And what kind of worker I was there was also a hustler worker, where it's like, I'm not thinking about the money, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about getting the job done at a timely manner. And I was a stalker, so I'll stock early in the mornings from 3 o'clock in the morning to like 12 or whatever in the afternoon. And I would just stock shelves and just focus on stocking shelves. And so my mind was just more focused. I always like to focus on doing things, whatever I'm doing. Not too much customer service, because as soon as the customers come in, they're rolling, they want to know where things are, and I'm just like, ugh. That's when I was in academy too. I worked both of those jobs. When I was in a tire shop, the kind of worker I was more of like trying to educate people about their cars. I was trying to educate others how their car works and whatnot, because I was still a beginner, basically. And so I was trying to acknowledge myself as well as others, because I only knew my car. I only knew my car at that time. And it's just like finding out a Toyota has different parts in different areas, or suspension in different areas. And it's just like, oh, okay, well, I'm slowly but surely learning about different vehicles and working on different vehicles and educating others as well. So as time progressed, I became a little stronger on that. My communication skills with customers were exceeding, and I was trying to talk to them, and I was selling parts like nothing, like selling parts. I was selling credit card holdings, opening up a credit card and interacting with customers, because the way I had interacted with customers at my shop is I take them outside and show them what their vehicle is doing. Your brakes are bad. I'm not going to just say your brakes are bad. They're at 2 millimeters. It's time to replace your brakes. Your tires are bad. You have a nail on the shoulder. You need the tires. I'm not that person. I wasn't that person. I slowly progressed to talk to customers. I slowly progressed to talk to customers about what's going on with their vehicle. By the way, guys, I do have my fish tank on. My fish tank is on, but you can barely see the light. And so grab the customer, not grab them, but tell the customer, would you come outside, please? That way I can show you about your vehicle. And I'll take them to the shop or outside of the shop and then tell them that show your brakes right here and look right here, and then it will get sold. My selling was there. Like, and then that's how I knew this is how you actually sell to customers at a shop. You bring them outside, you tell them. You don't just tell them that, oh, hey, yeah, you need brakes, 2 millimeters. They don't know what the heck that even means. So you can go ahead and show them, like if it was your own vehicle. And as time progressed, yes, I did lose it every now and then with customers because I was at a certain location, and the way I worked at that time was like, F these customers, F this, I don't want to be in this field anymore. These people are so cheap, because I was in that area. So it was making my work ethics, the kind of worker I was, turn into a more evil person. And so it's just more of like, man, these people don't want to buy crap, and all these people are so cheap, and they want the cheapest stuff, yada, yada, yada. And so I'm just like, you know what? F it. Also, it's almost time to put the tree on. So give me one moment, please. I'm gonna go empty my cup and turn on the light so you can finally see my tree. Diamonds was in the house, so I'm gonna be here a tad bit longer. Okay. The reveal. Oh, put it on the wrong spot. Oh, I like shirt one. I really did a thing. All right. Okay. So I did put my Christmas tree up, guys. Look at it. Look at my Christmas tree. We have the 13-minute mark. I have it here now, guys. I have it here now. I haven't put the decorations up yet, but it will come tonight. So you will be able to see my Christmas tree in the frame. As far as the location, it is weird. Yeah, I know. My bedroom closet light is on still. But yes, there's my little Christmas tree. So, yes. So I literally, oh man, I forgot to refill my cup. Give me a second. I want to be in the frame, so I'm going to go like this. Hey, it's in the corner. Oh, I'm filling this in. So yeah, I just became frustrated about customer service, and I felt like I lost it. So then, after quite some time, me moving back to my old location, well, not my old location, back to the other shop. I'm already skipping a beat. Back to the shop, and I felt good. I was selling again. I felt good with customer service, and so I went to another place, which is the place that I am now. Can't say it on the internet, but it's an automotive parts place, and I was trying to understand customer service because it's a whole different atmosphere. Because I went from a shop knowing everything to coming to a auto parts store where they look at you like crap. People look at you like crap. I mean, because the amount of disrespect I have gotten being as a female worker was just crazy. And I'm like, people would disrespect me. Oh, you don't know nothing about cars. You don't even know how to work on cars. What are you doing? What do you know about cars? The amount of heartbreak broke my heart because I'm like, I just came from a shop and I know a lot of things about cars. And it's so like, and these people are just putting me down. And I'm just like, no, I think I'm too good for this job. I'm too good for this job. That's where my mind was I'm too good for this. Like I was at a shop, I had it good, I had it made. People come in, do their breaks, and then all of a sudden I'm at a parts store and people just downing you all the way like, oh, what do you know about cars? You're a female, you don't know nothing. Oh, what are you trying to sell me this? Well, you don't even know how this part works. And then on top of that, you got the Spanish crew, which was on very hard to communicate. I've never dealt with so many Spanish people in my life. So many Spanish people in my life. And then I was all like, I think I got to get out of here. That's how I was thinking about how my work ethic was. I got to get out of here. So then I'm just thinking about that. And as time progressed, my work ethics were more of aggression towards the Spanish community and aggression towards customer service and aggression towards the actual company for making me do all kind of things at once. I was putting up totes truck. I was helping customers. I was helping to register them. I was helping check them out. I was doing planograms. I was doing truck. I was doing this. I was doing recalls. I was doing everything. And I'm all like, no, no, no. Like, I just started losing my mind. And then putting up with the Spanish people was just making me lose my mind. Like, I've never, and I told myself I could live in a Hispanic community, but I could never work in a Hispanic community again. Oh my goodness, I can't. So as time progressed, it slowly but surely, after me going back and forth with, certain areas, I finally went to my new location and I felt softer. But then I had a bad anxiety attack, which I do need to top over because I have a couple of topics after what happened with my anxiety. So after that, everything just turned to anxiety. Customer service, Spanish people, anxiety, and anger. So my anxiety turned into anger at that time. Well, still now. And I can't fix it until I actually see a dang doctor. And yeah, it's pretty all over the place. But we're gonna go on for 5 more minutes. If anybody joins, I'll stay here a little bit longer. But so the kind of worker I am today, it's just more of, let me see if I can describe myself. More of, well, I have so much anxiety, like panic attacks, anxiety, and just annoyances, and all that combined is, I say I'm a fair worker. I try my hardest to be on a certain side to where I don't trigger my anxiety and trigger my anger with the anxiety. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. So, but I feel like I'm a good worker. I'm sometimes go too fast for myself and get myself dizzy. Sometimes acting. What are we doing? Sometimes I just start like, climbing the ladder, going over here, and then all of a sudden, ooh, I'm feeling woozy. Oh boy. And this has a lot to do with what happened with my panic attack, a major panic attack. But I gotta tell you, the worker I am today, I feel like I do want to I'm just like F it. F these customers, F everybody. And I'm on the F it mode again. Like I was at the tire shop when I was working in a different area. I'm just like F these customers, I don't care anything. What the heck do they have to do with me? I just want a stocking job and that's it. But yeah, I'm just curious on other people. Like, what kind of worker are you? Are you enthusiastic? Are you a hard worker? Are you a worker that just don't give a F? They just need the dang paycheck. Are you a focus worker? Because there's a lot of focus people out there. Are you a worker that listens to music while you're working? Are you a concentrated worker? Like, I could say that I have a concentration when I first got to that location. Well, when I first started there, I was concentrated. I was concentrating on the customer. And they were like, pick up the phone, pick up the phone. I'm like, pick up the phone and talk to my customer at the same time. Yeah, pick up the phone, take notes. Holy moly, this job is asking for too much. Like, we need an operator. If they had something like an operator or something like that to answer the calls, we wouldn't have this much stress on us to answer the phone in 3 rings. I could actually got to go through that too. Also, all the companies are like this: is answer the phones in 3 rings. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping one day. I mean, they say you should only stay at your job for a couple of years because you want to bring new life to yourself, not just be stuck in that loophole where you're working and doing all this and stuff, whatnot. So I'm trying to bring light back to myself. I do want to get another job, but it's just like where, especially around holiday season. Right now, everything's crazy. So it's all like you can look for a job, but jobs are looking for holiday workers and stuff. But yeah, so I mean, for instance, like I said, that guy, just because he was going slow, doesn't mean he don't like his job. He likes his job. He's doing it at his pace. I don't know. That is me. That's my preferences, guys. Anyways, thank you, Diamonds, for being up in the building. I made it just a tad bit longer. Each time somebody is, here for a little bit here, I'll make it a tad bit longer. This is like the second time I've seen you in my live streams. So if you interact, be on the topic, whatnot, I want to enjoy a good conversation with someone. I just want to enjoy a good conversation back and forth and talk about my own experience and other people. That's just me. So yes, guys. So thank you. Well, actually, let me say the topic again first. What kind of worker are you? And just because you're going slow at work or going your own pace doesn't mean you don't like your own job. Just because. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.